Just kind of hit us with how you guys did Saturday, your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with the start, obviously. We've gotten to the point where we see a lot of stuff from the other team, right? A lot of, kind of unique formations and shifts and motions, and we kind of view that as a respect thing, right? People respect how the way we play, so they're trying to make us adjust to everything, and you got to give hats off to Coach Bloomgren and his staff for the job they did early in the game. Had a couple of penalties early in the game that kind of put us in a bad spot, but in a missed tackle and a touchdown, and then really kind of got hot for 2 or 3 drives in a row, and they gave up a field goal, and then the opening drive of the second half. It was really disappointing. We had a 3rd and 8, had a pressure called and a wide open opportunity to sack the quarterback and didn't execute, and got a penalty on that play. And then the next play, Michael Plez has phenomenal coverage on the tight end on a wheel route, and the quarterback makes a great throw. And then really after that, man, they played really well. I think at one point we finished the game with like 7 straight stops. But we've got to find that consistency, and we've got to create turnovers. And, we don't view them as turnovers, we view them as takeaways, right? You got to take the ball from the other team. They're not going to give you the ball. So as you saw here today, it was a big emphasis of that. Like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we play the right way. We play with toughness. We tackle well. We do all that stuff. But if we want to be an elite defense, which we can be, and we've proven that against the level of competition in which we play against, we've got to eliminate about 1 drive a game. And we've got to take ownership as coaches, we've got to take ownership as players, and we've got to get that done. We can have a special group. I think we're giving up like 15 points a game outside of Alabama. So, that should be lower than that, to be truth. Truth be known, that would be like top 10 in the country. And we've got to fix that in our practice habits. Practice performance is game day reality, so we've got to fix that. But I was pleased with the toughness and effort and the resiliency at the end of the game with some challenging circumstances, really by our whole team.
Did you talk about that first touchdown? Obviously, I watched it on TV, didn't get to see it. Was it a play-action seamer versus man?
No, it was a slant. We were in man, and we didn't get the signal at corner. We blitzed the corner. Our boundary safety covered the X, and Cam got beat on a slant, and there was nobody in the middle of the field. So it was a lack of execution. You know what I mean? And we're better than that. It doesn't happen a whole lot to us, and we don't do that. And everybody thinks Cam obviously missed the tackle, but everyone's man down on him. Well, we should have had a post safety, and that comes with poise during some challenging circumstances, right? They were motioning and shifting and doing a bunch of stuff they usually don't do, and we didn't adjust, and made a mistake in it, and it really cost us.
Can you speak to Swayze coming back and what's that done now? You went from a thin linebacker room at the start of this fall camp really to now all of a sudden you got them all back.
Yeah, well, first off, what a kid. We're really a young man. He's not a kid anymore, and just the perseverance that comes with what he went through. He had an injury, got healthy, was about to be back, and then had a minor setback, had to have another surgery, and his faith never wavered. He stayed with it. He kept working. Todd McCall and his staff did a phenomenal job with him, and the kid did a phenomenal job. And it really, I told him before the game I was just happy for him, because it's so hard to get back from something like that, and a guy that's had a lot of success, and Swayze's been really fortunate not to have a lot of adversity in his life. He's and the way he's been able to handle that has been awesome. But he's definitely a spark. You know what I mean? He can play Mike. He can play Will. He's loose-hipped. He can run. It was definitely good to have him back out there. It's good for our team. Just the calming presence of his poise and the way he handles himself every day was good for our team.
Will his role increase more?
Yeah. We're fortunate. We got 3 or 4 guys that room can play, and as you see when you watch our tape, we roll them and keep them fresh. And they all have unique skill sets, and it's my job as the coordinator and as the position coach to take their skill sets and put them in situations to use them.
Off his question, is TQ getting close?
Yeah, TQ's rolling. TQ, could have probably played Saturday if we needed him, but he's come back, little minor deal. Coach Todd's done a great job with him and our training staff, and he's back, and he was rolling today, so he was good to go.
Should I just preview UTEP?
Yeah, I get a lot of respect for the job they do on offense. Their staff does a good job. I think their O-line is really good. We've got 2 wideouts that are really good players, a quarterback. There's a good deep ball. Add some variables there for us to defend of some traditional sets, kind of like last week a little bit. But they've done a good job. We've got to prevent big plays against them. They do a good job pushing the ball downfield. We've got to make them sustain drives in the game, which we've done a pretty good job of this year. And we got to tackle on the perimeter.
The 2 receivers are kind of atypical college receivers now. They're smaller frame guys, real high twitch guys. What do you see? What's a key to slowing Cowing and Garrett?
Yeah, you got to win one-on-ones. They're going to put you in situations formationally where they're going to make you have to play the run, which we do a good job of. But you got to win one-on-one. There's going to be opportunities throughout the game, and we have to take the ball away, and we've got to you got to defend, you got to play.
Anything else? Coach, thanks.
Awesome. Appreciate it.